Hello. Hi. How's everyone doing? Good morning. I have ears on. Not with the exclamation point at least. Who knows? I don't know why fish does what fish does. Fish does what fish does. Lurkbait. Anyway, I have my glasses on today because I will be going outside at one point, meaning you'll see a very small little bit of my backyard. I'm going to do my best not to dox myself. In which case, this will become a sub only stream after the fact. You are not adjusting well to the fact it's Monday already. I know, right? Like, I feel like last week I might have like karmically made myself sick accidentally. Because like that's not how it works, obviously. But I was in the middle of a Korean show like 2 weeks ago, and I was like, oh, I don't know if I'll be able to finish this before I have to stream on Monday. I kind of want to be done with it. And I was fine on Saturday and Sunday, or so. I don't know. I don't remember even when I got sick. But it was like, oh, I woke up and I looked sick enough that my husband was like, something's up. So, yeah, it became a thing, and I felt like I had freaking pneumonia, which I don't know if I did or not because they were never able to do the blood test because they couldn't come in early enough for them to do it at the doctor's office. They wanted me to come in at like 2 o'clock. And of course, my husband was halfway across the province, and I couldn't take a bus within that amount of time because my doctor is all the way back in the old town. Because there's no spaces in the new town that we could find anyway. So I never got stabbed by the needle, which is fine by me. So I don't know if it's bacterial or viral. It was probably just whatever. I hear a vehicle outside. It's probably a taxi for the kid down the street. Cool. Take them to school. But yeah. So I slept for like 3 days. And I took my meds and I did an entire tracking thing in a notepad, which my mods, some of them saw. Because I was talking to people randomly. And I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, about 7 days of meds. And I had a really big list of everything I was taking that petered off to being like one pill on the last day, which was great. I was also taking my temperature and stuff because I was paranoid. But it never exceeded 40. So that was good. It was between 37 and 39, I think was the highest I recorded. And that was the day I got my meds. And then it went down from there. You were sick 2 weeks ago as well? You were off of work 2 days on sick leave and the mandatory work time, evening out the days. Oh yeah, I remember making a joke to myself, Lex. I don't think I ever sent it to you. Like, oh, you got me sick through the internet. Hey, we got Verm. Heck, oops, don't lose the ears. Come on now, stay on there. There we go. There's Verm. Nice. You got a perch and Verm. Apparently redeemed 2 fish today, it seems. Nice. Lucky you guys. 2 times for every channel point redeem. Heck. But, yeah. So, if you guys noticed on the Discord, the schedule did say Nikki today. And I do have some things to say about that. I'm on another server that has a Nikki section in it, and it's come to my attention that there are some time lock things that are even more time locked than normal. So I wanted to jump in and take a look at that and see what it is. Like if you're jumping in 2 weeks late to the party or a week late to the party like I am. But I think I was like, I also want to attempt making jam again. Because the first time was an utter failure. I made syrup instead. It's grape syrup. It's still in my fridge and it's about 3 weeks old. So it's not growing mold. So I guess the sugar is preserving it as it should, but I do want to try to actually make a jam. Now it's going to be completely dependent on how much sugar I have, how much I make, because it's a 50-50 ratio from everything I've seen, and it's a small enough thing that I don't think I'm going to add more than like a spoonful of water. um which seems pointless. Uh so no Nikki today. We are cooking in my kitchen and we will be harvesting some grapes from my grapevine. um so uh if you want to see Nikki, then maybe we'll have time after to jump on for a little bit and see what's going on over there. But from everything I've seen on the other server, which I haven't seen too much, it looks like there will be some cons in this patch. So I will be interested in that. Also, if anyone's been paying attention to my YouTube, there was a 1.8 denting season ASMR part 1 video that went up. I never made part 2 because I was already starting to feel sick and time was ticking and I just wanted to get done with the season. So I just finished the season without recording it. Which seems pointless since there was no voice or anything on it. But yeah, I wanted to run around and do my own thing instead of being so story focused. I couldn't really explore very much, which I felt like I was doing in the original one. So that's why that never went. I might have a recording of part 2, but I did not finish the entire thing on recording. So that's not gonna come up at any point. We'll just jump right into 1.9 when I do that. No trivia, Sag. I can turn on trivia. You want trivia? Let me see. Where is it? Games? Trivia. Knowledge is power. Enable currency settings. Select which currency. We want star shards. You could use your check-in currency. Nah. Default wager 1, minimal wager amount 1, and there should be a max wager probably. Okay. I'll let you guys figure out what that number is. I hear a trash collector outside. Oh, frick, it was green bin. I probably should have put that out. Oops. Do we want sports? No. Let's get rid of sports. The rest of it's fine. Why not? Okay. Easy, medium, hard, multiple choice, true, false. Amount of time to answer the questions. I'm going to boost that up to 45 seconds. Give you guys a little time. Winning multiplier. Everyone 1.5. Everyone 2. Everyone 3 for easy, medium, hard. Yeah, okay. Cool down. We'll do the cool down at 30 seconds. I don't think we have a fart redeem. All right. I'm going to tell it to post the correct answer so we can learn from it, okay? There. It is there, Blix. Have at it. Yeah. Hey, lurkers. Welcome, lurkers. Thank you for hanging out. There you go. A trivia 5. What is the scientific name of the kneecap? Isn't it the I want to say patella, but is it the foramen? Yeah. Yeah. Oh, there's the trash can. Very loud because I have my window cracked. Lovely. Can't wait to get your package today. Hard drive number 1 and your missing leather work supplies should come in. Hell yeah. Phew. Good job, Roar. All right. With the trash can here, I am going to flip to the other screen and meet you guys downstairs. I have to bring my tablet so I'm able to actually read what's going on. And audio quality, because I do not have a roaming mic, will be through a phone. So it's not going to be as good as we have it now, but at least we'll be able to converse with each other. So sorry about that one. That is something I will need to update in the future. I will go on the interwebs and look around on various sites to see what one costs, and maybe I'll toss up a Ko-Fi thing or something. Like, hey, help me get this, please. Or maybe I can afford it myself this time. I don't know. We'll see. Let me flip. It is. Yeah. I for some reason I was thinking patella is something in the mouth, but I was like instinctually, no, that is not true. Oh, you can't read. Totally. Okay, I will meet you guys downstairs. Yummy. Hi, Auntie. What? I keep feeling like it's mute, but I have no mute. Okay, yeah. Okay. Let me go home. Frick. Good girl, Scott. One moment. Need a hug. Good girl, Scott. Alrighty. Here we are. Hello. Pure luck. For how many plays is Shakespeare generally considered to have written? Yeah, no idea anymore. Apparently 37. Okay. We have an interesting angle because I have a galley kitchen. Can you guys hear me okay? As I almost swallow my own voice here. Hello, hello. Test, test. Yes, sound is okay. It's okay. Good. Thank you. Okay. Why am I wearing my ears if you can't see me? probably because I'm going outside at some point. Let's put those to the side over here. Alrighty. Now, this is all the sugar I have in my house. So I do need to leave some for some drinks and get the rest for man later. I'm not sure if this is entirely accurate, so we will test that this time. Test out, get the sugar. Okay, it's already zeroed because it'll be like -2.5. Apparently that is 205. Let's see, we'll save this one in case we need extra. I plan on making 500 grams of grapes. So let's see if we should do, if we have 500 sugar. If not, we'll just go with what I have. Oh, 455. Come on. The big jar looks to be about that. Yeah, it's about. Oh my god. It's 496. I mean, that's probably what the grapes will reduce down to, regardless of once they lose the seeds and the skin. But, yeah. 502, 501, 500. Good. That's perfect. Yeah, plenty of left. There we go. Okay. Very scientific. Thought I had enough. Alright, put that there. Now, see how accurate this is. Woo! Let's not lose it outside. Okay, kind of losing it out the side. Go in. This is why I'm doing it over another bin. Bloop. Okay. This is not accurate at all. With the label on the side. Because it says 500 should be right here, but that's about maybe 25 less, 25 grams less than what the scale said. So we're going off what the scale says. And now, we've done all this nice stuff. I need, yeah, the volume by gram scale tends to be inaccurate. Oh, compared to this one? So this one is more. It actually says sugar right here on the side. Oh wait, maybe it is more accurate. I don't know. Yeah. Give you guys more of a visual here. Yeah, the jug. Wow, that's beautiful. Whee! Focus here. Nope. No focus. How about zoom in? It's still focusing more on the background than the foreground. Lovely. I love this phone. Anyway, we'll go with what the scale said. Yeah, so now I need to, nice and lucky that this phone is fully charged, take you guys outside. Let me put on some shoes real quick. Because I have a lovely grapevine. And we are going to go pluck it. Haha. I have nothing to support on. Let me go. Weak leg issues. Do what you gotta do. Alright. Anyway. Cool. I'm gonna leave the dog inside because otherwise she's just gonna get underfoot. and I don't want any squawking. And I will take my not safety scissor. Look at this. Safety bit, right? Push it forward. It's supposed to be locked, yeah? Not in the slightest. I don't even have to touch it. They don't lock anymore. Because the plastic has completely rubbed away there. So it just pops open now. Yeah. Let's see. People are dragging trash cans around, so let me give that a moment real quick here. My lovely kitchen and hallway. Are they gone? Nope, he's standing right there. Is he going to go in? Of course. Get you a bowl. I do have a bowl. That's what the big white one is for. What is happening outside now? Of course I want to do something outside. So I'm probably not going to talk while I'm outside because that's a little embarrassing for me. If another person is around, I will just sit you guys right by the door and go snippa snippa. Yes, here's my bowl. Because it looks like he's going to be doing yard work outside. That's nice. Also, let me even up the legs here because they're uneven at the moment. Close enough. Good. Yes. Okay. Let's get you. Oh, he might have disappeared. Anyway, I'm gonna do a far view so you can see the cat. So he'll probably come out too. And all right. Whoop. That was plastic. Put this over here. So we can get in the shed. Let's get this set up. Shoop. Dip. Oopsies, oopsies. Get. Sorry. Oh, you want to turn? Here we go. Yes. Good. Okay. That's where you guys stay. Nature sounds. have way more than I need. But look at this. From this one little section right here, there's still all that there. And I will read what you guys say when I get back in. And also, it goes on for a bit. This will be nice for the birds. But even from that, an entire bucket. Hi. Oh, I shouldn't forget my trimmers. See? Okay. Not that they weren't needed once you get really breaking them down. There we go. Whee. Back into here. Hello. Could make wine, yeah. Yeah. All right. Cool. Right. Here we are. Could make wine, but that gets messy really fast. Yeah. To be fair, it does smell like wine. When you make jelly. I'm just gonna stick you guys up in the sky right now. Hang on. Tripod shenanigans. Whee. Hello. Alrighty. Because I need to wash these now, and I think this can go higher, or can it? Nope, that's as high as it goes. Okay. Well, other than sticking you in the sky, can't really get higher. Okay. The sugar's there, so I don't knock it. I am going to clean these grapes. And hello, snail. I picked up a baby. It's a baby. It's a baby snail. You're fine. Little guy. We got Gary. Of course, it shows nothing. Take up the majority of the space. Nope, still nothing. Meow. Yeah. I gotta go stick him outside. There's gonna be more. Why don't I do the old soak for a minute thing? Make sure the water is nice and cool. Hello, little guy. Just chilling. Gary. Not gonna lie, Gary is the only part of SpongeBob I actually like. I'm not a fan of SpongeBob. I'm going quick. Alright. Whee. Alrighty, now I'm gonna let the grapes soak for a moment. And while I do that, I'm gonna let Gary outside and go back to all the rest of the grapes because he was probably chowing down on one of the broken ones that I see in there. So he can live another day. Smack in the face with grape leaves. Okay. Maybe Skylia wants to go out. Skylia in the bathroom? Go outside. Have fun. Go potty. take my coat off? I think so. You caught Gideon. Oh, one of Casey's pets. Nice. That's cool. Also, I have a tea, so be sure to hydrate. There is an earwig climbing around on a grape. Oh, that's lovely. And a big snail. The ecosystem is coming out. This is a big guy here. Oh, what tea do I have going? I have Pickwick Rooibos. I found an even bigger Gary. And the invasive question of the day is, wie was jouw lievelingsleraar op school? Who was your most favorite, bestest teacher in school? Who did you like the most, basically? Gary Sr. This one's like Gary Normal. The other one was Gary Baby. Why you always get hard? But hard gives you more reward. It gives you like 3 times the reward. I should get a piece of paper for that. Shit. My only paper towels are upstairs. No, wait, I have toilet paper. That'll work. Snails, I'm perfectly fine with. Earwig, not so much. Anyone else in here? I don't see any other creatures. With this stuff, I'm going to toss this one down the toilet. If it survives that, it deserves to live. Hello. I'll put you back outside. Come here. Quick chat when Fenora's not looking. Battle Royale start. Nice. Real quick shower and mess check. Good luck, Vix. Yeah. Stay in your shell. This guy's big. Think. Or gal. Whoopsies. Where are you going? Don't fly off my nail. That would be a bit weird for you. He's just chilling. Wow, you're really getting out there to look for a place to live. Hello. You saying hi? You're cute. This is adorable. You're cute. Meow. Yeah, alright. Don't fall off, buddy. I will go put you outside. Oh! Wow, I won. Let me go put this up. Heck. Hang on, yeah. Okay. Go, mini spud! Rigged! Yeah, that was the word I was looking for. I couldn't find it. Alright. Now, apparently it is. Everyone do it. I turned my back for 1 second. Look what popped up on the edge. Another one. Hello. This one's a lot shyer. It's about the same size as the previous one. Oh, there he goes. My camera is so annoying. To get up close and personal for you to focus on anything nearby? Apparently. Whee. This one's shy. It doesn't want to come out. Oh, there he is. Hi. So cute. He's just a little guy. Fawn Point? You hate snails? Yeah, they can be annoying when you're trying to grow stuff, but apparently these grapes and these snails get along well. Because I have no shortage of grapes. The birds will be eating for quite a while off them from what I don't pick. Whatever I don't end up using here, I will just toss back outside. I'm gonna put this one down with the other one. Hick. Okay. To be fair, those snails aren't as bad as the slugs. The slugs are more annoying. The slugs are really chow hounds. We'll take down an entire plant in one night if you let them. Slug piece off here. Back into moisture. Alrighty. I want a fresh crag. It's a sign your garden is actually part of the ecosystem. It's a silent compliment from them. Yes, except the slugs also eat the flowers I'm trying to grow. That's lovely. So, yeah, it's a love-hate relationship. I don't mind the snails. The snails are at least cute. And to be fair, the slugs are also very cute. They're just annoying. What is my neighbor doing? Sorry for all the excess noise, because apparently it's everyone work on the yard or some shit nearby. Of course. I can block out some of that sound if I just take this bag and put it on this side. And go like so. Okay, it's a lot less hummy. Alright. That there. This can go here. I need to strain this a few times. Please. It's not in there. It's up here. Okay. I should have emptied my sink before doing any of this. Because it's quite full at the moment. I did my dishes yesterday, and apparently just making dinner and the sheer amount of different drinks that were drank during the day have made it cold. Alright. Normally I would dump this water outside, but it rained earlier today and I don't want to get dirt all in my socks more than I need to, because I have a habit of running out there without shoes. And I don't want to wear the shoes inside because it makes crunchy noises. So, I will just, oops, pluck the ones that I want and toss them back. Also, is this a good one? Fell off. I'm gonna wash being in the sink. You're not actually seeing anything that's happening. Here we go. Put you down a little bit. Oh, is that good? There we go. Okay, cool. Hey, Blitzy, how you doing? Good morning. Let's see. This one is a bad egg. It's good. I'm going to pluck all the good ones. These grapes do have seeds, What I don't end up using, I will go ahead and either eat or toss back outside for the ecosystem. Because if I hadn't intervened, that's where they would have ended up anyway, just on the ground, except this time they're moved from a spot that would just be tile underneath to a spot that's actually dirt. Ramen! How are you? Good morning. I can't hear any of these sounds, so if I miss anything, I am sorry. Hi, thank you. Thank you for the sub. I want to use the teeny tiny ones, but I also don't kind of want to use the teeny tiny ones. How you doing? Thank you for doing the shout outs, Roar. Wee. I also don't know whether cooking should be on IRL or just chatting. I saw other people cooking on IRL, so that's what I went with. Lovely red grapes. Ooh. What's getting caught? Gremlin, you caught a gremlin. Nice. How you guys doing? I would be sitting down at my kitchen table, but I don't feel like turning on the lights. This light is bright enough, and it's not bright enough in there. So, no sitting for me. That one's bad. I'll have to double check the ones that I leave behind. Ramen, why aren't you sleeping at this time? Oh yeah, isn't it like really early where you are, Ramen? That one's questionable. That one's also questionable, so I'm just gonna leave those out. They can be slug food. There's a bunch of this. Choppa. Airbag. Your garden has been invaded by ground elder, invasive weeds. Tried 2 to 3 years to get rid of them? Oh no. I don't know what weeds my garden has, but I do know the lady who lived here's husband, because I moved here last year. We've lived here an entire year at this point now. And the rental company let it sit for 6 months without anyone in it, so no one was upkeeping the yard, so it kind of went wild. And it used to be a really nice yard. But yeah, it's just, it is what it is. I don't know what they are. I'm gonna have to tackle that next year. I was gonna tackle it this year, but yeah. The most I've done this year is just kind of pluck out the weeds every couple weeks. But I feel like that's damaging the earth underneath it because that leaves the dirt exposed. Even though it, quote unquote, looks better, I feel like it's counterproductive to the soil that's going on underneath to have it exposed. If you sleep now, it'll be too early before you go back to work later. Oh no. I'm gonna have to wash these again. But that's fine. And ooh, that one's questionable. I actually have no idea how to make jam. I tried before, if you were here earlier, and I made syrup instead because I didn't have enough sugar to how many berries I had harvested, and I think already this is enough. But I want something to snack on too, so we'll deal. These are kind of sour grapes. So it would be interesting. The vine is like 20 years old. If not older. Leave that one on there. Take. Did you know you can eat the little green grapes? Well, bigger than these ones, but the little green ones before they become purple and they're like candy. They're really sour um, and tangy, but that makes them good candy. Yeah, it's rough. Oh no. Yeah, I've been up since 3 a.m. because I help my husband get out the door. So I'll make sandwiches and coffee and stuff before he goes. So he can wake up. It's all good. Lee. Here we go. Sweet gooseberries are the best. Are these gooseberries? I have no idea what berries they are. They're grapes as far as I know. I don't know what variation of grape. I am a complete gardening noob, really, even though I've kind of off and on tried to garden. I can grow basil inside, though I haven't started any basil plants here. I need to. I need the right dirt in my brain for that. I don't want to pull the dirt from outside because cats have been pooping in it. for who for ages. I'm sure that the grapes filter stuff out. Alright, that one feels odd. Okay, well, whatever, that one probably could have gone in, to be honest. There's that. Got another bushel down here. Couple bushels. This is already quite full. I think these were totally ready to come off too because I was able to actually snap them off, which is what you're supposed to be able to do versus having to chop them off. You have apple, pears, blackcurrants, plums, tomatoes, and cucumbers. I suck with tomatoes. I think it's because I don't chop them in time to height-wise. But I really, really want to get an apple or a pear tree and toss it out back because it's full sun. Being where I am in the Netherlands, I think those two things would work quite well. But I'm also limited in backyard space. Luckily, it's nice and long, so I think I can get 2, maybe 3 fruit trees if I'm lucky. That sounds like an alarm building. Hopefully it's nothing important. But yeah, I do have some squash growing outside right now. Butter squash. I randomly threw it out last year and it decided finally at the late summer to grow. So, that's fun. I don't think it'll grow anything. It hasn't been wet enough for them. And I haven't been, like, hydrating them, so the flowers do drop off. But there's a couple flowers that are waiting to start. Ooh, this one's stem is very dried out, but the berries look okay. And feel mostly okay. That one, not so much. Okay. This one looks good. Roar caught a trout and a wahoo! Nice. Okay. Berry, squishy berry, firmer berry. I'm sure some of these squishy berries are fine, really. But, yeah. Alright. Man. Another wash. I'm gonna just let these sit a moment. I'm gonna shake this out outside. neighbor is pressure washing. That's what all that noise is. Get most of this debris out of here. This is the only colander I have. Yeah. Are three? Okay. Get rid of some of this dirt. Well, and that'll be done. Whee! Found a straggler. Found two stragglers who aren't so good looking. There we go. The one neighbor who's making all the noise is the one that's always making noise. At least they're not doing their metal work today. Sometimes they work on metal stuff and it's really loud. Alright. Let's get you guys back on the counter. Shorten you up here. Might even need to lower you a bit. Hello. Don't look at the nasty above. Hey. What do we think of this angle? It's nice and tall. Is it good? I'll move it back a little bit. Yeah, it looks okay. You can see everything going on. Maybe not exact. Can you see numbers? That would be fun. Is this how tall people feels? I think so. Hi, I'm short. Alright, so we need 500 gram grape. Oh, 364. 500. Okay. 524. 512. 504. 501. Oh, that one was too big. 498. 499. I'm gonna leave it at 501 because, oh lol. I put it back and it didn't register. Oh. Whatever, 501. Leave the extra grape in there. Crying at 160 centimeters. I think I'm 164. Whatever 5'4" is. Also, there's another fat grape in there. Alright. Good. Okay, for this, now, I'm actually glad I decided to use the blue pan because the red one is in the thing there. So I'm going to do this, and I think legitimately 1 or 2 tablespoons water. Your bucket size cat, they're cute. Uh, Believe it or not, we have someone in the community who's actually even more pocket-sized than you. um, she is asleep right now because she lives on the East Coast. Ish. Well, almost East Coast. She's right on the border between East and Central of USA. Literally only going to do 2 tablespoons of water because I think it's going to reduce itself down. Anyway, just want it to kind of evaporate because I want it to be kind of, I guess, as dry as possible to be a jelly thing. Whatever I'm making, as long as it's thick and spreadable, this is what I'm going for. You see Gear and Jay lurking? Yeah, they are the ultimate lurkers. They rarely ever say anything, and I appreciate their presence very, very much. That, it's not like that's trash. That's plastic, that's paper, for anyone wondering what's beside me here. Alright, get the cord for that behind. We are going to use this one right here. I'm not turning on the vent fan. Thank you for tossing out the Shouties roar. Let's just turn that on. Yes, I have a gas stove. I'm going to, the way we did it last time, it's hot. So missing the S at the end, Gearwork Productions, yes. And, oh, not great. How many, do we want to take a guess how many seeds are inside this grape? I'm gonna guess there's 2, but there is a possibility for more, or there's a possibility for less. 4? Spud thinks 4. Missing both S's. 3 says Roar, Spud is 4. Anyone else gonna take a gander? Whoop. I will nullify because I won't swallow them. I'll spit them out. Words are hard. They are. Well, let's check this out. Oh. Mm. Mm-hmm. Surprisingly, only 1. Just 1 little seedy. I always toss the seeds to the side for things. Maybe I'll try to like regrow, right? Because we don't plan on staying here forever, but I think we're going to be stuck here for like 10 years, so I'm kind of like half-seas on how much I want to do. But yeah. I'm kind of like locking into this place. This one had 2. We left some grape on one. Let me go back. They're actually a lot sweeter now that they're closer to falling off the berry. They just look like little bugs. They're not. They look like it. Also, this has started to bubble, so I'm going to uncover that and set a 10-minute timer. I kind of want to just maybe leave it covered for now. Let it do its own thing. So, also, if we do get into a new build, I won't be able to have my gas stove anymore unless I buy a propane tank. Which I think I will do anyway. Like, I know we're supposed to switch to electrical, but the power does go out on occasion. I mean, it's extremely rare in my area, but with the state of the world, I'm a little, I wouldn't say I'm a prepper by any sort. You look at my thing, nothing. We have zero prep. This is the one thing that makes me feel safer if the power goes out, because the gas doesn't turn off, and if you have a propane tank, you are obviously never out of gas, unless your gas tank runs out. No, it's not the best for health, but I don't want to lose my gas stove. Let's use this spoon. Why not? Skins are starting to peel off. Do their thing. I don't know if I'm going to miss any steps here. I should find the article that I used last time around, but no. Experimental cooking. These two aside. Starting to smell like wine in here. Yes, there's a star. Ooh, nice catch, Roar. Timed that perfectly. Wow, this has gotten really drooly. Even without the water addition. Okay, so maybe where I went wrong last time is I added water. Well, to be fair, the recipe did call for water that I was using. But that recipe also called for pectin, which I don't have. I only have sugar. So, this could entirely end up syrup again. We're also bubbling a lot. Which should be good. Steam, moisture releasing. I do know we have to get rid of that foam at some point. I will look up that recipe. Okay. Just to refresh my memory, I don't need 50 million stories. I'll just turn it down a little bit. Boil and then reduce to a simmer, okay. Periodically stirring. Refreshing until they begin to lose their shape and seed splitting in the next about 10 minutes. Let's seeds are starting to rise at least. Just get rid of some of the foam while it's here. Might have boiled it a bit too long, but oh well. I'm supposed to also be crushing this. I think just stirring it up quite a bit. Okay. Seeds are coming out. I also don't have a mill. We're running on very low utility here. Make do with what you have. I also don't have a temperature gauge. I do have a meat thermometer, but that doesn't work the same as a candy thermometer, I imagine. Because it doesn't go high enough up in the temperature reading. I do need to free up the colander here. Yep. I know. It's awful, isn't it? Make do. Sorry, that was a bit loud. That's gonna go in there. About 2 minutes. Since I don't have a mill, I'm just gonna pour it into here and hope for the best. I also should probably do it on a flat surface and not this, because these are kind of uneven. They warped with cooking. If they could make these things without warping while cooking, to have a stable pan and a place to put stuff, that would be really nice. We'll just move you guys over on the counter when it comes to that point. Turn you around or something. Also, while you're sitting there, you should probably be plugged in. Where is the hole? There we go. Sorry for the scratchy noises. Hey, Verm! How you doing? This is definitely not Nikki. Stove is gonna beep at me in about 39 seconds. Oh, hi, Verm. How you doing? Are you on break at work or so? Also, my nose is kind of clogging up, but not really. It's weird. It's doing weird things. Aha! Also, since there is moisture in here, I should probably pop this since I don't have. Oh yeah, definitely should. Like, I'm too short. There. Got it. Okay, so like the people in this house were really tall before. I assume because this counter is the top of my hip, which is custom for here because the other ones were a little lower. Obviously my stove is lower than this counter, and the door is really tall, And the window on top of the door is even higher up. So I had to stand on my tippy toes to make that one work. Okay, the seeds and stuff are floating. It is time to put this over there. The shower had meds checked. Nice, nice. Can I just turn you guys upside down? Oh yeah, Brian, forgot to message you that you got a bigger bottle of the Halusica, since it seems to be the product you use on the regular. There we go. Nice. Plastic bag. Just ignore the plastic bag there. That's where the too big to fit in the other one plastic is at the moment, because someone's bike broke and they had to yeet the plastic piece on it. Alright, turn off the gas for now. Nice metal thing. I don't feel like using the very slippery pants, the green things. Let's just pour this in here. Ouch. Splatter effect. Stinky. Well, that's scratching noise. There's a bunch of stuff on there. I need to rinse that out, because there's still seeds. It's splattered all the way over here. Goo! It looks like brains. If anyone wants to make like brain goo for Halloween, just put some gelatin and cooked grapes. There, okay. I'm just gonna spread this like so. Get some juice out of here. Yeah. You've also come to the horrifying realization that you're once again planning to make an outfit less than a week before an event. Oh no. Now, did we give up entirely on the yellow one? Though, depending on what it is, you have been known to pull off outfits in a week. But a black dress for Adam's family play in the theater. Oh, that should be easy enough. Unless you're going full on ruffle challenge. Or like heavily sculpted like Morticia's dresses. I don't think this needs any more. I'm just vibing. I mean, the skirt is a bit ruffled, but not that much. Okay, should be fine. Anyone want some grape paste? Last time I had this, I just dumped it in the green bin. Still plant matter. Okay. Alright. That is that. I'm just gonna leave this in the sink. This is looking pretty good. You're probably going to have jelly again instead of jam. Yeah, that's fine. Because it doesn't have the seed bits in it. Ooh. The pan is just holdable enough. I want to get these seeds off of here. There's some seeds stuck down in there. No extra water. Fair, yes. There, alright. It's just a little bit, it's fine. It's not like it's saturated there. Alright, next it wants the pulp with the sugar and the pectin and citrus juice. I also don't have citrus juice unless I go grab a mandarin out of our thing. Winksy, how are you? Are you gonna flip back over phone? Please flip. Maybe I need to send you guys to the sky. Thank you for the sub, Winksy. How you been? Don't remember. If you remember Demon Frog Dress, you have same idea, but bird's eye lace. I don't know if I remember that one. Hey. How you doing? How are the babies? The puppies. I have been so checked out from everything. Okay, I'm gonna turn this on to a fire. Low. People are taking their trash cans back. I'm going to grab the sugar, and what I'm going to do is, since I don't have like half the shit anyway, oop, I'm tied up on the other one. You guys are staying there. I was gonna put you guys back on the microwave, but you're gonna stay on there. I'm going to put this grape juice back. There we go. This is all nice and sticky already, even without sugar. Put some water in there. Whee! And then I'm gonna dump the. Well, it's reduced down so much I could probably use less sugar, but since it was 500 going in, I'm gonna do 500 going out because sugar is a preservative, and we're basically making candy. An Oreo crumb is in a bunny tail. Nice. Yeah, if you do fish with the redeem today, guys, if you're able, you get double fish. Incorporate the sugar. Actually, it does need to kind of go up a little bit, not just gonna simmer. Let's not get burnt by the flame underneath. Especially while wearing acrylic. Ugh. It's obnoxious. Not the best thing to be cooking in, to be honest. Wee! Give myself some puff sleeves here. I need to heat it up till it registers 220F or 104C on a candy or instant read thermometer. I have neither of those. I have a meat thermometer, and like I said, it does go up to 100, but not 104. And if I put that in there, it will definitely, most definitely read the flame from underneath because it's not very deep. Oh yeah, you can knock that out really quick, Blix. It's basically a t-shirt and a skirt. You should be able to do that. It's you on Discord. Yes, it is. I saw that. Also, I don't have any container for this that will get sealed or anything. It's just gonna be and go in the fridge as is when it's done. Because I'm not preserving it for a long time. If it's gonna be used, it's gonna be used relatively quick. Yeah, you have a pattern for a t-shirt part. You just need to measure out the frog dress top part. Yeah. And I figure the skirt itself would be double width of whatever the t-shirt is in diameter. So you can get that ruffle underneath. Hey, a finished fish! Vern, you caught yourself. Also, Vern, you were caught earlier in the stream, too. You were redeemed fish. Yeah, pretty much. Hey, a sailfish. Nice. Nom 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 nom. I can hear that emote because I have cats. I can hear that emote. Hey, it is turning a deeper purple. That's cool. This is legitimately the color of my office. Apparently, I went on the full grape theme. Do you get a mod fish? Yes, you do. It is a new month, and if you didn't get one last month, because I only streamed like one day last month, you also get last month also. But I think Hugh and Roar and Blix also did get your fishies. You just need to decide if you want to slash and spread to make a cape sleeve situation. I mean, you could, since it's Halloween, be dramatic. Or not Halloween, it's September. It's fall. It's Halloween every day for the next 3 months. Yeah. Maybe too high. Go back down to a simmer. Do not boil over, you troll. Yo. Turn down the heat. With the bird eye lace cape sleeves to give it a smidge more formality. So it can be dressed up or dressed down. Yes. Just out of curiosity, here. I'm gonna grab the meat thermometer. Not touch the bottom, but sideways. Ooh. Ooh. Okay, this is sitting about, including in the foam, like 98-ish, but I think it just capped out. And seeing how bubbly this is, and this is not, ouch, put my finger right on the spoon. Yeah, this is not going up, even touching the very bottom. The thing capped out. So I'm gonna call that probably hot enough. So let me just double check this here. Okay, turn off heat, skim any foam with a spoon, ladle jam into prepared jars. Okay, I'm gonna let this settle down a moment because I think it's just was too warm. There it goes. And then it goes into canning, which I'm not canning, so whatever. But, whew, this looks pretty. I wonder if it'll thicken up very well once it cools down. Because it still seems pretty soupy without the pectin. Maybe I've just made syrup again, just with more sugar. You need to go and get a zip for the dress. Do you? The froggy to stretch material and the lace is straight cotton. Is he spying on you, giving you notice for goth things? Yes. Now, there's not really much bubbling on top. Yes, there is. Sorry for the slams. Hey, Roar, are you back in school now? And no more job from the other place? Is that what I missed? I feel like I missed so much. I was gone for so long. I was not supposed to take like an entire month off. Yes? Nice. How are you liking school? Today's advert includes a vast selection of wool coats and some really cool crowns and many ball gowns. That sounds exactly like mine. It seems stressful? Oh. Well, good luck. I hope you excel at it. I think you'll do good at it, though. There's this one patch that keeps avoiding me. Alright. I think I have the majority of the foam off. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to clean this bowl and then put what's in there in here. And then let it cool, just sitting out with a lid on it. So it can just cool down. And in a couple hours I'll know whether I have jelly or syrup. I'm not going to put it straight in the fridge. I think that would be counterproductive. No. Oh yeah, the wool coat of doom. You need to rip the entire top part out and recut the pieces because the fabric has stretched out. No! No! Not the wool coat. Oh, that's such a troll of the coat. These are grapes. Hick. I want to put this somewhere. But I have nowhere. Shit. Okay. Sacrifice that then. This, just whatever. There. This. I need a different sponge because I used that one to clean the stove today. It's so nasty. Yeah. Hot water. When are ads coming? Not any. Not soon enough. I was gonna say I could heat up the water during ads. Where's my hand? There we go. You knew in the back of your head somewhere that the wool was going to be too thin, but have to take out everything and you're exhausted just thinking about it? Yeah, I don't blame you. The coat is giving you nothing but trouble. It's definitely candied. It's very sticky. Just scalding hot water. Ouch. It hurts. Literally the reason it got tossed in the UFO pile, and to think about what it's done. UFO pile, the you fuck off pile. Alright, I got all the goo out of it. Let me get a towel. Yeah. Save me a plate, please, and thank you. Hello, welcome in. How you doing? King Jax? The Jax? I have no idea how to pronounce the second half of what your name is. How you doing? How'd you find us? Also, we've made jelly or jam, something of that nature. Unfinished objects is also out. Yeah, that would make more sense. The UFO pile. Ah, another streamer. Welcome in. Heck. Is this too hot to touch? No, that's cooled down enough. Also, this is very sticky. Wee. I like how high this is, but okay, we're good. Wee. Shoop. Oh, it's thick. It's thick drip. That doesn't harden, I will be surprised. There's a little bubblage on top, but I'm just gonna leave this as is. Hey, thank you for the follow. Sorry, I do not have any sounds going on right now because I am completely in a different setup than ouch, what I would normally be. Let's go to the cleaner side of the kitchen. Blink. Flip. Come on. There we go. Good. Nice. Cleaner, and then there's this. Yeah, lovely. Alright, that is kinda cool. That would cool less like that. Also saves it from flying hair and whatnot. How are you? What do you do? You were streaming Mafia 3, King. Do you want to share a little about yourself? Like what kind of other things you stream? Or is it all like Mafia stuff? Or what's up? How are you? How you doing? Oh yeah, I'm supposed to be wearing ears. Also, maybe not leave this on, because that's getting foggy. Whatever. Now, there are some other options. Oof. Jeez. Rotate, please. There we go. Hello, and it's starting to rain. Cool. Haha. Ow. Oh, jeez. I just bent my thumb really weird getting onto the chair. Hey, Blitzy. Yeah, now. Oh, jeez. That feels weird. Lovely. There we go. So, we made the thing. I could technically clean up now, and I should clean up now. But that would also require getting rained on, and I just touched something sticky on the counter. don't even know how something sticky got there in the first place. Heck. How have you guys been? What have you been up to the past month? Does anyone have anything new? Which you guys have probably all talked to each other, but anything new to me? Because I took 2 weeks for vacation. Well, here's how it went. I took half a week basically because I was forced to by Twitch, which is fine. They're just doing their job, trying to keep everyone safe. And then I took 2 weeks off after that because I was kind of feeling a little like I needed a vacation. And then, of course, everyone knows, I got sick. I was going to come back. I was literally going to come back that week. And then I was sick in bed for the majority of that week. And then I was like, okay, yeah, I just took the weekend to myself, which I'm going to take all weekends to myself. I think going forward, the streaming schedule will be Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Hi, Za, how you doing? Thank you, Roar, with the fatsies. But yeah, Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, which you'll notice that there is not a Friday this week. That's because there's a birthday in the family. Yeah, so I'm just preemptively going to get back into it slowly. Maybe at some point I'll jump back up to 4 days, but I think 3 days in the coming future is healthiest for me. But that also means I might be able to catch other people's streams more and more. So that'll be nice. Yeah. You just woke up? Nice. You had a nice sleep in, Za. Oh, the rain sounds so nice. It's also very warm in here from having the stove going. What are we cooking? Well, we were cooking jelly. We were making jelly, which is this right here, and it's cooling. It is very warm. It looks very syrupy right now, but I'm just hoping that's because it's very hot. And as it cools down and settles and whatnot, it's going to firm up with any luck. I don't have any method to can them. I don't have any cans to can it with. So it's literally kind of very old school in the way of I just don't have some stuff. It's there. It'll do what it's gonna do. It'll either be syrupy, which will probably also be fine on bread, to be honest, or it'll thicken up and I will have a sugar grape jelly. It should be good tasting. I kind of want to poke it, but it was just 100 degrees Celsius, like not even 10 minutes ago. So invade it with the human cells. New. But yeah, so we're just sitting here and talking. I should clean is what else I was doing, but that's gonna be loud, and I don't know if you guys want to like hear running water and whatnot. But also, it's only 10 o'clock in like 9 minutes, which means we'd be streaming for 2 hours. So technically, I could go up and start playing Nikki, but I would really want to clean before doing that because there's grape pulp in a colander, and I want to get that out. So I guess I need to put some shoes on real quick and toss that goo in the green bin. At the very least. Skaya is whining because she hears me talking in here. I also need to check to make sure the rain isn't coming in the window there. It is wide open. Hello, Nick. You're doing rain coming through? No. Okay. He's good. He's all good. I was just thinking before stream, we have a backlog of apples, and I need to send my husband to the store to get ingredients for dinner, unless I find something in the freezer. Oh wait, no, it's pizza night tonight. But tomorrow maybe. I know I have the frog game to be streamed on Wednesday, but we have so many apples backed up. Would you guys like an apple pie stream? I don't know how this went, but like I can actually make apple pie. We'll have to figure out something else to do for like an hour while it's in the oven because it takes 65 to 75 minutes to cook, especially since I overload it with apples because of my pie tin being so large. Because it's a cake tin. Dutch apple pie, Koopmans apple pie bottom, and then a shit ton of apples and cinnamon and sugar, and and then the pie cover on top. So basically that. Yes. Yeah, it takes, since I use like 8 apples when it calls for 6, it takes 75, 80 minutes. So a mix. Yeah, it's a mix. Because I use a cake tin for my pie. I don't have a pie tin. This is a running theme in this house. I don't have a lot of things. But if the cake tin works, why not use the cake tin? It's just a deeper pie. Yeah, sometimes right in the middle on the bottom. It doesn't all the way get cooked, but I always store it in the fridge after, and it doesn't sit out on the counter, so I don't necessarily care if it's a little doughy. But if I'm cooking for other people, I do use the smaller amounts. You suppose technically any apple pie you or Blitzy made would be a Dutch apple pie? True. Who's out here complaining about a deeper pie? Sounds delightful, right? You love a Dutch apple tart. Yeah, it's not skinny like that. It's about 4 times as deep. Or 2 times as deep. Depending on which one you get. Like, there's the apple crumble, which is like little apple chunks on a thin piece of pie crust on the bottom, and then it's got like sprinkle of crumbs on top. That's really skinny. Like, really skinny. And then there's the apple pie you can get from like Albert Heijn, and that's like twice as thick. My pie is, let me grab the thing. A cake tin. Damn, you want an apple tart now. It is a cake tin. It is whatever this size is. I got this thing from Action. If you know what Action is, yeah. It's basically like Big Lots if you're in America, or what is your guys' discounted department store, Spud? It's escaping me. I've heard it before. Frick. I don't know. But big. Poundland? Maybe. Between a Poundland and something else. You went to Action yesterday and looked at all the Christmas stuff? The Christmas stuff is already out. Oh my gosh. The Range? I haven't heard of Range before. Poundland makes sense. Like, it would be kind of like Dollar General or so. Yeah, none of my Americans are on to explain what Big Lots is. Ooh? Uh-oh. That was too bad. Christmas? No thank you. Right? Heck. It's a little upgraded from Poundland. Okay, yeah, Blitzy would know. She lived in Ireland for a while there. But yeah, it's basically Chinese import stuff. Decent. This one was apparently made in Germany. Zenker. cake pan. And it's nice. I like using it for pie because think it pops right off the side. More like B&M. Whatever that is. Maybe it is. I think enough. I don't know anymore. But yeah, what I do is I put some wax paper on the bottom, and I don't like putting wax paper on the edge because it's just tedious. So I'll butter the edges and then wax paper on the bottom, and then that's how I cook my pies. Even though maybe the wax paper is part of the issue of why it stays moister longer. The baking paper. Maybe I should try it without the baking paper, but then I'm afraid the bottom's just going to stick to the bottom even with butter. It should be fine. It should come out. Because it comes off the edges pretty fine. Conundrum. But yeah, maybe make a pie on Wednesday. Put on breadcrumbs. What, on the bottom of the pan? I do not have a rolling pin, so I kind of just like do little balls of dough and then press them down. So I think the breadcrumbs would get yeeted into the dough if I did that. I think I'll just use butter next time. We'll try it with butter. We'll see how it goes. It should be fine. That can go back in there, and this can get it here. Loose pie batter, it works super well with, yeah. You're still very hot? Yes, still very, very hot. Alright, I'm gonna move this to a place of safety back here, because that one's not warped at all, thankfully. And I'm gonna have to annoy you guys with a little bit of water, because I do really kind of want to clean some of the stuff. There we go. A farmer got wounded after a cow, I'm guessing, tossed him over his head. That's not good. The cow ran him over. So that's what was pinging on my phone earlier, I bet. Over here. Yep. That was what we heard earlier. The apple pie you make is more like cake batter. You nodded off again? You have good naps, Saw. It's okay. It's all good. Alright. We talked right through the break, didn't we? Because I have no sounds guiding me when things are. Ooh, the break hasn't happened yet. Okay, so, when the break runs, I need a bio break. And I encourage everyone else also to do their bio breaks if they need. I'm going to start the hot water running here. You always wake up more tired than when you went to sleep? Ugh, yeah, that's always annoying. Oh, hello, spoon. This has completely candy-ified in there a bit. Hey, that's looking quite firm. This is something good. Ooh, that's neat. Hope that fill up. I wish I knew the countdown on the ad break. I need the tape. There we go. Let this bubble up. Loop. Okay, let that sit. Heck. This was shoe from yesterday. I need to clean that too. I was gonna do dishes last night, but I had done like 3 or 4 days of dishes in the morning. So I kind of said, fuck it, I'll do it in the morning, and then I ran out of time in the morning. So I got dishes from yesterday and today stacked. Let me go try to get this out of the bin here. Hey Za, thank you for the resub. Heckin' cutie. Thank you. Heck. I appreciate you guys so much. I need shoes, otherwise I'm gonna have wet socks, and that's gonna be a bitch to run upstairs and clean. And ad break has begun. Let's do the break, and I will toss that out while doing that as well. You nearly forgot your sub? Yeah, the ads really toss it out there. Alright. If you need a drink, get a drink. If you need a snack, get a snack. Otherwise, we will be right back. I am going to take a bio break myself and try to get rid of that. BRB. Also, I can't mute anything. So you might want to mute me for the break. I don't know what you guys can hear. Because my bathroom is literally right there. Just for safety. If we all don't want sounds. Fuck me. Nah. Okay. Ooh, toasty in here. So, don't burn my hands. There we go. Thank you, Ross. So, when they renovated the bathroom, they didn't put a sink in the bathroom. They also didn't put a vent fan. We have the vent there. They call it a natural vent. It's a natural fan, meaning the air going by your house is what sucks the air out of the Vacay. He's very old school. Also, an elderly lady lived here, so it kind of makes sense why they didn't put a little sink in there to take up space, so she had the ability to move around safely, but it's also just very annoying. I got accustomed to my teeny tiny sink. So I think if I'm going to be here long term, which I probably am, and I need to stop questioning if I'm going to be here long term, I'm going to purchase one of those toilets that has the, hey SP5, the sink on the back of the toilet. I really want one of those. Because my Vacay is just annoying. How you doing, SP? Excuse my nose. I need to try to dump this mush outside in the bin. Yeah. Whee. Oh, shit. Balance, come on. It's hilarious how I have better balance on my half atrophied leg than I do on my non-atrophied leg. Ugh. Okay, shoes are on good enough. I will be right back real quick. Just 1 moment. Smack this around and then come clean it. Yeah. Rainy ears. Maybe not be a fox outside, or do. Each their own. Okay. So as good as that's getting, and my shoes are wet, and I don't have a towel down in here. Fuck. Yeah. Okay. Those up there. Blah. Lion. Okay. Oh, man's on break. He is. Whoa! What the fuck? Oh, that's dumb. The duality of man. Christmas decor right next to summer things at the interior design store, right? I think a couple of years ago our Action even had Christmas shit up in July. Like the whole Christmas in July thing, but not. Okay. It's up to hand, please. Good enough. What's the hand one? We can do this one as that. Yeah. My hair is tied down so well that my ears are kind of just sliding all over the place now. Because they're not being held on by the hair or the headset. Gloves. I need gloves. There we go. I don't want to burn my hands, and I still end up burning my hands inside the gloves. So that's always lovely. Alright. Water noise is coming. Shit, so loud. Yeah. Definitely gonna invest in my sink drain one of these days. But if you ever hear me complaining about Dutch sinks, this is why. There's just no room to do anything. time. I was thinking about getting Christmas stuff this year, but I don't think it's gonna happen. Just life. Maybe get some stuff at the Crane Nope secondhand. Which, to be fair, I don't mind hunting, but we can only hunt on like Thursdays, and I think everything is restocked Tuesdays. So Tuesdays, everything good gets picked out of there. You gotta get lucky. They're the ultimate pickers. To leave stuff behind. But yeah, if you're looking for Christmas stuff, maybe they aren't too interested in that so much. So lifted. Toss in there. I do this a couple times. Yeah. Step away. Got some more paper holder thingies. Time to get the desk organized. Nice. Good luck organizing. I just get to walk back and forth a couple times here. There, those up. Also, it's really cool in my house and it's really warm in here. So I don't have any of the doors open because it would be too much of a temperature change at once. Even though I have the window open up there to let moisture out that it gets through the curtain, the sheer curtain. Lovely. still doing a shop run? Hell yeah. My back is kind of starting to annoy me, but if I use the stool I was sitting on, one, my hips are going to be really wide like I'm riding a horse, and two, I still have to lean forward. So it doesn't help at all, because whoever designed this fucking kitchen made a gap this freaking big, which is like half my entire body widthwise this way, and I lean forward to get into the sink. It's too wide. So, like I said, this kitchen was built for a taller person than I am. It's built for like a 6 foot tall person. Not a 5'4" little thing. Yeah, you think your gap is about the same and it doesn't bother you? Yeah, you're also taller than I am. You're like 5'10", 6'0"? Yeah. I can't remember if you're the same height. Oh yeah, you're 6'1". Nice. Yeah, you'd be perfectly at home here. Go check the sink downstairs. Yeah, like, height-wise, it's good. Depth-wise, it's too deep. Tall woman, yes. I love how SP is going to go check his measurements of stuff. Because I do the same thing. No, Blix, we're not buying fabric. The old ones need to get used up first. What do you mean? There's always room for new fabric. I mean, I do live in the same country, lol. That's true. Also, we just got mail, I think. And I should check that because it's raining outside and I don't want it half stuck out there still getting rain on it. Well, it's not. Oh, yeah, it is. A little. One moment. I did have trouble here. I'm wearing earmuffs. Ha 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 ha, hello. The weekly spam. That was supposed to come yesterday, by the way. Oh, they're so lazy with the weekly spam here. I didn't get it until Wednesday once. There's a pretty organza with a velvet overlay, so it looks like burnout velvet. Ooh, nice. Your sink gap in your kitchen is 10.5 centimeters. This is probably about the same. I feel like the one in the other house was skinnier by like this much. Like this much was where the sink started. You can't see that from there. This much is where the sink started. But it was also, I think, a little lower, which also made me lean forward. That sucks. Now I'm curious what it is. If your sink is round, I feel like I would be even more mad at a round sink. Because if it's the same footprint as this, then it's not that much bigger. Let me grab my measuring tape. Yeah, I realized halfway up the stairs I should be careful coming down because I left my phone down here. Don't need to fall down those again. It's 12. 12:05. Yeah. Annoying. Oh well. Though, to be fair, if we're here long enough, this house is old enough that they might want to replace it at some point. But I think all they're planning on doing is just changing the facade. Oh yeah, 12 is too much. Yeah, it was 12:05. I don't know what the frick these guys were thinking. Also, this being mounted here is obnoxious as hell. Like, the one I had in the other place, it was mounted up here. And it had the same depth with this, but it was up like this high. So you could get your bigger things underneath there. You don't want to get up and measure yours? Get up and stretch. This way does a lot of stretching already. But yeah, like that little bit of difference, I would still whack into it, but not as much as I whack into this thing. Also, let me finish these off here. And soupy with it. You got your wisdom tooth out last week. Leave you alone, yeah. How's your mouth doing, Ismay? Mhm. Have you been keeping to the liquid diet thing? The smoothies and yogurts and stuff. Well, maybe not yogurt, but smoothies. And potato puree, things like that. This one I want to. That one too. Survived yesterday without painkillers. You're slowly starting to eat bigger things again. Yay! Do the extra mash and stuff. Ugh, I need a dishwasher. That is not how those are going to go in there. I am dripping all over the second place. You think you did liquid diet for 3 or 4 of the days, and then you started carefully trying to eat soft things like tiny pieces of melon and veggie sausage? Ooh, nice. We had pasta and bigger pieces of melon yesterday. I would think pasta would be easier to eat than the melon, because usually melon is, at least when we eat it, is quite firm. I think last time you did dishes was when you were with the Scouts. Oh, you're lucky. Last time I had a dishwasher, it was Florida. Now, I am someone who really soaks things up. Just a bit wasteful. You use Draft too? Yeah. I used Draft in America. It was called Dawn there. It was watermelon. Ah, yeah, watermelon is perfect for that. Especially with the sweetness. I wanted trying the Marcel's green soap for kitchen, but we keep getting Draft. Draft is known to work, but you use a single drop and it lasts forever. Yeah. Yeah, I over soak things. But yeah, it's just probably stems from my mom, because I would do dishes at my mom's and like by hand when I was like in first or second grade. So I was like 7 or 8 years old. And I would soak them really well. I would wash them really well. And she would toss them right in the dishwasher. And I asked her why she did that. She's like, I just want to make sure that they're clean. I'm like, you have that, yeah, action. It was like, but I already cleaned them. And she's like, I just want to make sure they're extra clean. And I'm like, okay. Never did that again. Hate dishes now. So I'm paranoid that it's never clean enough with the one drop. It's probably fine, because that's what Sept is known for. It lasts 3 times longer. But yeah. You have that exact spatula? Yes. You got 5 pasta meals in the freezer? Nice. My other spatula has completely just gone missing. I don't know where it is. It's slightly smaller than this one, but it was also from Action and also wood. Because I had 2 I would be able to, like, back and forth with, yeah? It has gone kapoofles. I think my oven ate it. Because there's this little gap, because I store all the spatulas and stuff on the bottom drawer of my oven. Because there's no room in this stupid container to put the spatulas. I used to be able to like hang them on the wall, but my wall does have holes there, but it's mostly tile really high. And it's really old, really old wall, so I don't really want to put more holes in it. And I don't like that spot where the stuff would be hanging, so yeah. You use Dreft to clean your milk bottles, so 1 drop per bottle, and then clean, you get raw milk from the dairy. Ooh, nice. And then you pasteurize it yourself, David. Yeah, we go through so much milk, we should do that too, to be honest. Which is silly, because we live by, like, a bunch of dairy farms. We used to drive past, like, 3 or 4 to actually get work. For man to get to work. You actually don't pasteurize? That's risky, but yeah, some people don't do it. Okay. What's the risk? Besides the internet, there's no proof it's dangerous. Maybe Dutch cows are just healthier than American ones, but people like start losing weight and shit. Blix would know better. Actually, Casey would know the most. I think it's just all in what you're immune to. I don't know. I'm not a milk drinker, so I just use it in cooking. Which, in cooking it, you'd cook out any of the danger, so that's what pasteurizing is, basically. Just cooking out the danger that it may pose. Yeah, bacterial growth. Salmonella, listeria. Okay, yeah. That makes sense. Okay, let's clean that pan, but I need to get my spoons and stuff. The only thing you can find is some disease, but the cows are treated for it. Nice. That makes me think our cows are healthier than American cows. In that sense, then. I don't know if it's true or not, but in the EU, milk gets tested before the cows are milked, though. Nice. That's good. little added protection. Okay. There's in here, there's here. Nate, stand up, bitch. Ouch. Not even hurt my ear. Okay. Yeah, that too, so you know the milk is safe. Healthier mainland EU pumps the cows full of antibiotics just in case. Yeah, I think the cows in America do get antibiotics and stuff. But, like, the beef cows and stuff are, just out there in the wild for a lot of the time. The less is more approach, but you're not milking beef cows. So. This pan needs to be done, and then we can call dishes good. Redeem fish. Oh yeah, guys, if you haven't been around since the start of stream, fish redeems double when you redeem it, I think. I don't know why it's doing that, but apparently it's a thing it's doing today. So we'll see if it's keeping the status quo. A fish fillet burger. Ooh, nice. Shoop. What are you gonna catch? What's the next one? You caught Vacay! How cute! Vacay's fish is adorable. Yuck. The problem with the US milk safety is the mega farms can't get the milk chilled fast enough to cut the bacterial growth. I guess that makes sense, yeah. I need to clean my drain. My brain has ceased working. Just like action, do. Okay. This is my favorite pan. I use it for pretty much everything. It's one of the few coated pans I have left. Because its coating is so good, it's not really coming off anywhere except on the screws. Which is quite dumb, but overall, it has been babied and saved, and I just really adore this pan. It has a diamond coating on it. And we got it at the grocery store. Through one of their Spar card deals at Albert Heijn. And I was really hoping they would bring them back. And they did bring back the company for more Spar card stuff. But they did not have these pans again. And straight from the site, the smaller pans are expensive. Running around the store like a headless chicken. You got food things, but no snackies for work. Don't get snackies for work. But look at, my pan is nearly as big as my sink. I know that's a me problem, but imagine having a large family and then using a tiny ass sink to take care of them. Which I know a lot of people do. It is something people do. You even look at for sale houses with tiny ass sinks. Well, the industry is focusing on long duration of food, while in old days you have to consume it within days. Yeah. For sure. Okay, is it here? Now, since everything is full there, basically, I'm going to put these here. Use this. Wipe that down like so. Also, that there. Nah. You like to avoid conservatives. Yeah, I don't blame you. I would like to do that more and more, but there's just some stuff I eat that have them, and yep. It's just easier to eat the stuff. Whatever. Put that there. Don't like low, but whatever. Bloop. Okay. Heck. Yeah, some cannot be avoided for sure. Yeah, roll the train. Gotta pick some stuff out of the sink. Don't want to do that right now. That needs to go to the laundry. I do need to put a plastic bag in the shed before I go upstairs. Ruby making breakfast. Enjoy your brekkies. So yeah, we're pretty much done down here. Other than, ooh, this is still quite warm on the bottom, but it is starting to solidify on the edges. That's cool. Alright, I'm gonna let that sit still. Maybe give it a cover. I'll have to put a video on the Discord later of how that actually turned out. Because I think it's just gonna take a while to cool. And I'm tired of standing, so we should go upstairs. But let me toss that thing into the shed first. I'll be right back, just in one moment. Also, not take the ears to the shed. That just takes more. Or I can make my lunch. I am hungry. I guess it would still be considered breakfast. Oh, I should have had get kippin slices. Do kippin sandwiches. Yeah, Pam, I can make a toasty. Okay, I'll make a toasty when I come back. Alright, one sec. Hey, Amy. You forgot to get ham? Oh no. Look who I found. He's lucky. Hey, Lucky. He was sleeping out under the grape. Cat. He's a good boy. He's purring. Oh, my belly is growling. Oh, he's a good boy. Yeah, he's like, I'm done with this. Oh, smear. Yes, good boy. Your head smears. Oh, you're so cute. Blech. Hair on my face now. What's she thinking? Like, where's Smear? He's a good boy. Yeah, I hunger. Grumbly in my tummy, like Pooh Bear would say. The gremlin child, right? This cat, you go into the office, you go into any, hi, yeah, any room, he starts meowing for milk. Y'all, hi. Hello, talker. Yeah. Now hold my hand. Oh, you're so cute. Give me a paw. Oh, there you are, cutie. Like a little child. I love you so much. You good boy. Yes. What? Oh, Smear. He's a good boy. Ugh, he sheds so much. Let me get toasty makeup materials. Hi, Lulu. Yeah. Hi, Lulu. Hey, Scott. All right. Okay. My counter space is nothing. Well, it's something. There is less counter space out there. Huh. Mayo. Mayo. Just generic mayo. Plop. Why not? So, like, this brand from Picnic used to have paper little thingies, and now they're back to plastic. So annoying. I think it's supposed to go in general trash, but whatever. Yes. This one was a gift from my mom, and then that's the old one. And this one is a big baby. You can only use the medium to high brand coffee beans in it, otherwise it gets very gummy. And that one had to come out because we were using the Picnic coffee beans in this one, and because they're all different sizes and stuff, they don't look like they would fuck up a machine, but they do. It got to the point where the machine wasn't even grinding them anymore. It just would like leave an air gap because the beans would stay lifted and stuff because they're like half airy or some shit. I don't know. But it was testy ever since that, so we stopped using those beans in there, and we were using the Senseo for a little bit, and using the higher end beans in this one. Um, so yeah, that's why we have two out right now. I know, I need to put the other one away. There's no reason it should still be out. Other than we use it once in a while in the morning. If I don't feel like turning this one on, I'll give my husband that one. Because we have bags to use. A bag of, well, like half a bag of Senseo to use. Also, I got something on my hand that feels nice. I think that came off the bag. Makes sense. Sell it? Nah, we need it as backup just in case this one kicks the bucket. It was in the attic for a while. And also it's not worth it to sell it because the container leaks once in a while on the Senseo. If it doesn't have a good enough seal. What the hell is he doing outside? Sorry if you can hear that smacking. Sounds like he's laying tiles or something. Like pounding them into sand or something. You'd be surprised what people buy secondhand. Yeah, I know. I just don't feel comfortable selling it because we have a need for it if the other one decides to be a dick with the coffee beans. Which you can put coffee powder in there also. You just dump it in the top. Hey, Luna. Peace for Luna. Peace for Skya. As I'll never hear the end of it. Where's Lou? Luna. You want the Cassies? Okay, There we go. Yeah, people buy a lot of stuff secondhand, even if it's minimally working. Slice is fine. Could do a slice and a half on the slice bread, whatever. Oh yeah, derp. Very thin layer. You offer something for free secondhand and there was a lot of attention and you regret not putting any money. Food! Yeah, some things are like that. Let's see, what herbs do I want today? What is talking to me? Rosemary is. Having a conversation with Rosemary. Supposed to be used. Yummy. What? That child sounded like my parrot. If there was one outside. Ooh, a fish cracker. Nice, Peter. Why not? What does it sound like? Sounds. What am I hearing? Curious. Okay. Whatever. Okay. This is a pretty large hole. There. That. Toast. Oop. You got all the snacks, Pijo. Gummy worms and fish crackers. I like to give mine a pre-chop before it goes in the toaster. Just because I think it heats better. Because I'm not an excellent toasty maker. My husband's a better toasty maker. He got 2 fishes. Yes! Today the redeem is 2 fishes. I don't know why it's doing that. We're just gonna let it do what it's gonna do. Because I don't feel like fixing anything. Why not? Into the toasty maker. And before anyone yells at me, this is my husband's influence. Because this is how his family did it. Not how everyone does it, but how could the cooking not get all the snacks? The Cookie King not get all the snacks? True. Ooh, Cookie King. Yes. Also, well, I guess IRL cooking and eating is IRL. We're kind of just chatting at the moment. Whatever. I keep looking for my watch. No idea what time it is. 11 o'clock. Alrighty. Does anyone else stream today? Between 11 and 12? I think Gear gets on at 12. Was there anyone on earlier than that? I forget. Because I have not been here. I'm completely out of the loop anymore. Keep my cheese slicer with my cheese. It's just easier. Shoot. You don't know if Maple is on. Maple is later. I think Maple is later. Like, could check. I can check the schedule. Maple is Monday from 12 to 4. Okay. Gear is also like 12 to 4. So there's decisions if I make it to 12. I don't know if I'm going to make it to 12. That's the thing. Also, I'm not going to use a plate. I'm just going to use what I have. Because I don't want to do more dishes. Not that it would be too much more. I have the mayo on there, so I'm going to put that here. I'm going to put this away. And I'll just use the curries. Wee. At the bottle. She's later by an hour? 1 o'clock then. Not really a cheese pull, but the cheese is melting in there. A little teeny bit of one. Wee. Okay. I'm just gonna eat this like this because it's so crummy anyway. Oh, you should chop the balls? Oh, mozzarella. Yummy. Eee. You will. Because I'm a big baby with my mouth. I put more sauce on the edge. As if that'll soften it up. Enjoy your lick. Should be 1 p.m. your time. According to our schedule that's on Discord. Anyway. Maple and I are in the same time zone. Food. Feed. No face. Turn you up a little more. Alright, yeah. Dance to the random neighborhood noises. Should have turned into a mukbang. Whatever. There's a star for anyone who wants to try to grab it. Hey, Lou. Oh, hey, Bo. It's Bowie. Looking for Bobo. Bowie's here. Scratch spot? Roomy? Oh, there it is. Oh. Yeah. She's like, fuck this shit. Kitties. No. Me flying. You're okay. There you go. Into the boiling water it goes, so So was there, did the bag pop or so? As long as it's not growing anything. I kind of wish you could get pasta in like canvas bags at the grocery store. Like they just store it in a way where you can just take your own measurement amount. You okay, Mama? Your allergies kicking up too. She's right there. How you doing, Bubba? Okay. She doesn't eat toasty. She will eat chicken slices once in a while, or turkey slices, not chicken. She likes turkey. Sorry, I just had ham. The hot seal did not add here. Ooh. It's not growing anything. It shouldn't grow anything anyway. I think pasta is one of those things I would be more relaxed about. If there was a hole in the bag or so. So it's not like it goes stale unless it's exposed to moisture for very long. Most pasta can just stay in your cabinet for like 10 years as long as it's a dry place. That makes sense. I mean, don't want bags exploding on the floor. That would be counterproductive. Back, your Wi-Fi died on your phone while you were doing laundry. I still can't find the Wi-Fi on PC now. Oh no. You try turning it off and back on again. have a bunch of microwave hamburgers to use up by the 28th. You forgot the onion? Maybe you'll survive without it. You'll just be fine. And I have some penda sauce that I have to use leftovers of. Probably eat that for actual lunch. Around 1. The man is on his normal route today. He might be back around 1 or 2. That would be nice. But now, guys, I am gonna move you, make a tea, because otherwise you guys will be blasted with this coffee maker's loud ass noises. Because it's really loud. Like, it just got cleaned 2 or 3 weeks ago, and it was already making loud noises again. But I want the hot water because my kettle is up in the attic because I didn't bring it down when we brought that down. Also, my hairline looks wonderful right here. That's that widow's peak lighting. I swear I'm not going bald yet. Silly. Yep. So let's put you guys on the ground. Good, you're not staring right outside. Do-do. Well, I like tea. Bloop. What are you seeing? You're seeing the kitchen. Okay. There. Your phone has Wi-Fi again. Huzzah! Yay! The jelly's looking good. It's thickening up still, so I think it'll be the right consistency this time. You're so dramatic. Hush. So I have to take that upstairs and that upstairs, and that's gonna wait. So this can wait technically. So we'll just take that. Alright, I'm just gonna make tea again. Loud noise. water, but it sounds something more like whoop, whoop, or so. It makes no sense whatsoever. Hmm. Oops. Whoop. Is there anything there? No. Okay. Hello, Bobo. Well, I go upstairs. You guys are. Yes, you did get two, Za. Everyone's getting two. Just gotta turn a little bit. No tobacco products. So loud. Meh. 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 Okay, we're leaving that. I'm going upstairs. Good girl, Sky. Fly up you. Where's the boop? Hey, so. Go there. Sit. Good girl, wave. You say hi. Good girl. Your paw. Your paw. Just sit there back. Down. Down. Why, Ma? Why you bite me? Thank you. Thanks. You want him in? Sit. Wave. Good girl. You wave. I don't think a container is out there, so hang on. Oh. Jew. Oh. Okay, be right back. I'll be upstairs. One sec. Hello. Alrighty. What time is it? It's 11:19. I'm popping to just chatting. Yeah. Oi. They will be lazy indeed down there. We could pit around for 40 minutes. Oh wow, that camera is way off. How to adjust that? Just have the entire thing open. Maybe she'll go more in the center. Maybe. A vape. Also, you might hear double because I don't have my headset on. What are you up to today, Za? Ew. Have you guys heard the statistic that vapes toss more lead into your system than, like, actual smoking does? That's gross. All the studies are finally starting to come out. How bad vaping actually is for you. I mean, it was so good because there was no statistics on it. And that's how they sold it to you, because there was no statistics, and now the statistics are coming out. Have been for a bit. How bad it actually is. It's laundry and mowing lawn day. Ooh, I should wash my kitchen table. Uh, sheet. What is it called again? Tablecloth? Yeah, that's the word. Oh, there she goes. Mop's doing her moppy things. You don't want to do the lawn? You hate to cut grass, smells so bad. You're a smidge allergic? That's fair. Oh, stop digging on the sofa, Skaya. Thank you. No. Little goober. She might be able to hear me. She's having a field day. Yeah, honestly, no surprise, especially when it comes to disposable vapes. Yeah. At least she's not digging directly on the seam. When she's digging directly on the seam, I start to worry. uh, I wonder if she scared off Bowie. Oh, Bowie's still there. Bowie is judging her. Look at that judgmental stare. Hello, Cozy Vibes Crafter. How you doing? Where's my camera? Do I not have a main camera on here? I do. What is it? Oh, that's atrociously big. Hi. Somebody's up in the corner. You're doing okay? How are you? That's good. I'm feeling much better after being sick. And we're just chilling. Apparently I'm in front of the fish. Oh, she's walking off. Her bed is in the corner. She's probably going to the sun. I can't move that camera. Also, I need to de-hair my sofa. That's Skya hair you're seeing, and that's only like 2 days of hair. I swear I cleaned it the other day. Maybe it's been a little more. I did give her really good brushing. But I can brush her with the Furminator, I can brush her with the comb, I can brush her with everything, and I can de-hair the sofa, and then she'll get up there and there'll be like more hair. She spawns hair. I am. Oh, Bowie's chilling out. Oh, there's the dog. Zoom. Just rubbing all over the sofa. Your cat is the same. Yeah. What she's doing now is she's rubbing her face all over the edge of the sofa. What your pets get up to when you're not paying attention. There she is. She's gonna go to bed. Is she gonna take out a toy? What's she gonna do? If I put myself back over here and I put myself down under lurk bait there. Aw, she's going to bed. She laid down. Alrighty. Right. It's 25. We could words, but this is the first stream back after a while. So I think I'm going to look and see if anyone is online. And maybe we should go raid. Your cat has started rotation on what furniture he is sleeping on. Now you have so many places you need to clean his hair from. Oh, yeah. The cats are easy. There's this chair upstairs I keep a chair cover on. And Bowie will sleep either right where she is on that blanket, or Skya will sleep on the blanket. They all love the blanket. They want to all be on the blanket. Or she's upstairs on my bed, and I generally keep an extra blanket up there so not too much cat hair gets on the actual duvet and stuff. So that's where Luna was. I think she went back there. Lucky sleeps on the chair there or in the window, and sometimes on the bed. And Luna has multiple places around downstairs where you can't see. There's a radiator cat bed that just hangs off the low radiator to the left over there, in the window. And she likes hanging out there these days. There's also a cat bed in the window and some boxes in the window, and she will pick any of those as well as there's a cabinet that we have, like one of those china hutches, except we got that free secondhand from my mother-in-law, and my father-in-law accidentally punched out the glass window, so it doesn't have glass in it anymore. So it's just open. So Luna has a box in there. She also goes in, and there's a cat tree next to that, and she'll go hide in there too. So she has like 5 or 6 places she sleeps. She rarely goes outside. She is starting to explore more, which I don't like, but I don't have a wall big enough right now to keep them in. I wish I did. That's probably like a $2,000 event with wood costs, and even keeping cats in wood fences here is pretty impossible because they climb them. Unless they're Bowie. Bowie is lazy. But she just goes out into the backyard and comes back in. She can't get out the dog fence. She hasn't tried. Like, she could if she really tried, but she hasn't tried. So she's pretty okay. She's actually surprisingly not all that scared when people walk by and stuff anymore. She'll sit there and watch them, whereas Luna will run back inside because she is terrified. Um, so she's confident in her space. And I wish the rest of them were like Bowie, but no, they're not. Ugh. So anyway, um, yeah. Heck, I see some more lurkers hanging about. Thank you for being here, lurkers. I hope you're having good work days and stuff. Um, we like them lurkers, yes, the good lurkers. Not seeing anything extra around here. Okay, let me see who's online. Let's complete all of those because those went in. If we go raid, who can we raid? Of course, it's giving me a bunch of IRL suggestions. uh, Excuse me. LOL. There is a 24/7 live cannabis cultivation stream from seed to plant. You can just watch plants grow. That's amazing. Not really amazing, but the fact that that's allowed. Oh, this guy's working on a farm. That's fun. German farmer. Phoenix from Spuds is on. Oh, I might follow them. I was just seeing what is in the IRL category. I've never streamed in the IRL category before. I've only streamed in like just chatting. Um, but because we were cooking, IRL made more sense. Oh, there's an IRL English Netherlands digger excavator excavating with 63 viewers. Nice. I could get behind the construction stuff, not gonna lie. Here's a live German restaurant kitchen. Interesting. not that one. I think this one is just watching a lawnmower mow the lawn by itself. Looks like some Russian truckers. I'm following that one. That one's just chatting. That one's having problems. That one's sleeping. Okay, who am I following? Alright, then Marbles, No Man's Sky. Kittens. Chatting. Art. Chatting. How did I follow her again? Interesting. Saki is actually playing Infinity Nikki. New stuff. Miles is playing Pico Park. He's been on for 3 hours, 22 minutes. FG is playing Story of Seasons Grand Bazaar. Actually might be interested in that one. I am following Phoenix RL. They're playing Phasmo though. And today's such a calming, relaxing day. Maybe we should stay on the calming, relaxing train and go say hi to FG. So I think FG was the last one we rated before I went poof. I could also probably just talk. FG is, this is like the Harvest Moon remake. Story of Seasons is like the Harvest Moon franchise, so I'm really curious in this one. If you get left behind, we're going to FG squared. Yes, thank you, Blix. That's exactly who. I want to thank you all for being here today. Do please collect a sub or non-sub message, or a non-sub or sub message, whichever one applies to you. Let's click the start raid. I could probably F off for another 15 minutes, but I don't want to. Heck. What are these outros? What's even happening with the pets? Oh, she's back on the sofa. More digging. Cute. All right. So nice having you back. Thank you, Za. I hope everyone has a good, wonderful rest of your day. I will be back on, I think, Wednesday with either apple pie or frog. I have to see about that because I don't have the pie mix. Thanks for the cozy stream vibes. Hell yeah. I hope you all have a good one. Thank you for being here. I am feeling so appreciated today with everyone who's popped up. I haven't seen some of you in a while, and I know I haven't been around for a while in a lot of streams, so I really appreciate that you guys popped up today. Great. Boyfriend has realized he can watch Supernatural on the TV and work on his sofa. Work on the sofa. Hell yeah. I need to rewatch Supernatural. Anyway, good luck. Have fun. I hope to see you all again next time. Thank you for streaming. Thank you for being here. You're all heckin' cuties. Good luck. Have fun. Stay hydrated. Stay safe. I'll see you all next time.